I'm Vicky and this is Barreworks. I'm going to be taking you through a 20-minute HIIT workout. That's a high intensity interval program designed to really get your heart rate up, really challenge your body. It's a great addition to any strength training or conditioning work that you're already doing, and fantastic if you don't have very much time in your day. We're going to be structuring the workout using a Tabata timer, which you can download onto your phone. We're going to be using 6 cycles, 30 seconds of work with a 10-second rest. But again, if you work out on your own, you can just set this to whatever suits you. We're also going to be using our foot sliders. You can get these on Amazon and in some sports shops, but if you can't get hold of them, socks on a highly polished floor will work just as well. And even if you can't do that, then training shoes will just give you a bit more of a high impact workout, but you'll get the same general effect. We're also going to be using resistance bands and light weights. Again, if you don't have those things, really don't worry about it. You'll get a fantastic effect from the workout. But if you do have them, go grab them now, get some water, and be ready to work out. Okay, so we're just going to start by warming up here. I have a mat on the floor. You don't have to use one if you've got carpeted floor or even if you've got trainers on. We're going to reach the arms up. We're going to start by bringing the knees up really nice and high in front of the line of the hip. Keep the body long. Try not to let your pelvis tuck under. So we're just working into the hip sockets, working into the knee joints. Planting the foot down nice and carefully each time, warming the body up, and we're going to twist side to side. Taking the arms either side of the knee, trying still to keep the body upright, get that nice rotation in your waist. 4 more, 3, 2, and last one. I'm going to take it into a wide second position and plie all the way down. Good, bring the arms through again. Wide second, plie all the way down. And back up. This time wide second, hold there. Little tiny pulses. Tuck the tailbone under here. Send the knees back behind you. Still the arms raised over the head. Good preparation for some cardio work. Arms overhead, gets the heart rate up. Every time, keep the abdominals held in tight. Another 4 pulses. And 3, 2, and the last one. Push to the top, turn the feet into parallel, and then just send the hands all the way down to the floor. Just lower the body down. Deep breaths in and out. And we're going to slowly roll up through the spine. We're going to turn sideways, and we're going to take a plank position, just to prepare our core muscles. So keep your hips right down. Keep the elbows quite soft. The body is long, legs extended back. So the lower back is very slightly lifted, but the hips are really dropped down. Draw the navel up towards the spine, hold there. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and we're just going to start lifting and lowering the legs, keeping the hips exactly where they are. Just take a few steps here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your plank again. Maybe bring the hips back down to reset. Draw the navel back up. Hold another 8 seconds. Just breathing. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees to the floor. Sit back very briefly. And we're all set to go. Okay, so ready to go. I've got my sliders. I've got my app set to 6 rounds. 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to get straight into it. Set your feet onto your sliders. Bring your hands down to the floor. Have your phone just right there in front of you so you can see exactly what's to come. We start the app off. 30 seconds, driving the knee right up on the elbow. Keep your hips set really low to the floor. You're going to work the abs through this movement. So there's no jogging up and down with the hips. Spine stays lengthened out. Extend the legs back behind you, really driving through the legs. We've got 10 seconds left here. And relax. So you can rest on the floor at this point. We've only got 10 seconds, it's not long. If you want to take an active rest, you can hold your plank position. Second set, we're going to come up, we're going to work the legs open and close. So again, we keep the hips really low, keep the elbows nice and soft, take the legs wide and back together. Keep breathing deep. So really no movement through your spine, the sides of the body along. Keep watching the clock. 10 seconds left. Legs as wide as you can get them back together. Good. 10 seconds more rest. Sit back. You're going to need that rest. Let the heart rate come back down again. Ready to go in 3 seconds. Curl the toes back on. Feet coming back. Driving the knee in. Again, hips stay really nice and low. Keep your abdominals strong. Reach the leg all the way back. Careful not to jog the hips. You can do this. Stay with me. We've got another 10 seconds. Elbows stay soft. Shoulders are relaxed. 3 seconds. And again, 10 seconds of rest. Deep breath. All right, feet back this time again, open close. So we alternate feet coming in for the cycle of feet coming out to the sides. Strong glute back. Holding the abdominals really strong. This is basically just a high plank position for the legs moving out and in. 10 seconds to go. So fourth cycle. Whew. Only 2 left. And rest. So back, relax. Deep breath in and out. Reach the arms forward. Ready to go again. Last time with the knee coming right in. So really bring the hips down. Imagine you have a low ceiling. Just above the hips. Keep them down. Keep those big long strides coming back. Second to last round, and only 10 seconds left. Keep it going. And relax. 10 seconds of rest. 4 more rounds to go. And then we're done. Curl the toes under. Come back. Hands and cross. Your heart rate should be lifted. At this point, arms shaking a little bit. The abs starting to tremble. Legs are tired. 10 more seconds. Keep going. Keep the legs nice and straight. Squeeze your glutes. And final rest. Relax back. Take some water on. And we're ready to go for our next part. Okay, so ready for our next section. You're going to need one of your foot sliders and your hand weights if you have them. Don't worry if you don't have them. Bring the hand weights into your chest, or take your arms across your chest if you're not using the weights. Right foot on the slider, and we're just going to take single leg lunges, drawing that right leg all the way out to the side of the body, lowering down through the knee joint on that left side. I want your hip to align with your knee, and your knee to align with your foot on the floor. Really hinge back, and you'll find that the work pretty much straight away starts coming into that left side gluteal, the bottom muscles on that side. The right leg stays straight. There's a little bit of work there drawing back in against the resistance on the floor with the inner thigh. Most of the work there is on that left side. So continue to come down really nice and deep into your movements. Stick the hips back behind you. Keep your spine nice and long. Chest is lifted up. Just bearing the weight there into the body. We're going to do 4 more. You'll find your heart rate gets up pretty quick again with this one. So last one, and just hold little tiny pulses just right there, sitting deep into the left side. Bring your weight into your heel. Feel the glute really burning now. 4 more. 3, 2, and the last one. Then come up, take a nice straight line, and we're going to lunge right back down. So again, the body stays really upright. Shoulders are stacked on top of the hips. And that right leg draws all the way behind you, knee to floor. Still the work is in the left side. You should be really feeling that by now. Try to keep your balance through nice smooth movements. Still the weights in your chest if you're using them, or arms crossed over. Bring the knee back, nice big lunging movements. We'll do 4 more here. How about for 3? And 2. And last one, and again, those little tiny pulses just right there at the end range of the movement. Keeping the knee low to the floor. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Last bit then, we're going to come up, we're going to use the weights now. So take the leg wide, take the weights wide, bring the weights in front and the leg comes behind. And again, out to the side, and levering the arms forward as the leg lunges behind you. Still using that left side to do all the work. 4 here, 1 each way, and 3. Good. Keep your breathing nice and calm. And 2. And last one. Come all the way up. Okay, so switch sides. So that left side is going to be burning up. We're ready to work the right side of the body a little more. Bring your weights back into your chest. Heart rate is up again. And take the left leg to the side. Keep it nice and straight. Keep the body in alignment. Shoulders are down. Elbows are wide. And just keep the weights held right into your chest. Or your hands if you're not using the weights. Drawing the hip right behind the knee. Come nice and deep. Keep your chest lifted. So we're really starting to feel the right side now fatiguing. Deep breath. So again, there's a little bit of resistance as you bring the foot, the left leg, back into the center line of the body. But mainly the work is on the right side. Sit deep into the heel. Drive through with the glutes. And we'll do 4 more. And for 3, making sure that leg is directly to the side of the body. 2. And last one. Little tiny pulses right there. Stay low. Really low. Send the hips back behind you. Keep your chest lifted. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Coming up. And then again. Back into that low lunge position. Couple of movements just to steady yourself. Bring the knee back. Good. All the way behind you. So if you're wearing training shoes, you can just step back into a lunge position. If you're using your socks or the slider, it's a smooth transition back. Keep the body upright, shoulders stacked on top of the hips. Driving into that upright position. Last 3. And 2. Knees low to the floor. Last one, we hold there. Again, little pulses. Stay upright. Tiny inch movements. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Coming up. And we're going to use the weights now. So take it wide. And then forward. And up. Good. Nice and wide. And all the way out in front of the chest. That knee continues to come all the way back down behind you. Arms wide. Chest lifted. Reach. Good. We'll do 4 from here. 1 of each exercise. And for 3. Nice and wide. And 2. Last one. Heart rate should be all the way up. And close. Well done. Okay, so for our next one, we're going to be using our bands. If you have 2 different levels of resistance on your band, then you can take one around the knees and one around the ankles. You might have a length of band, in which case just tie it up. You don't have to go with the double band, okay? You could just go above the knees, that's absolutely fine. So we're going to take a half squat position back and aim to sit really deep into that position and hold a nice solid position for as long as possible. We're just going to start tapping out with the right side into the band, trying not to kind of roll the feet across the ball of the foot, so try and keep all your toes on the floor, glued down, and just keep tapping out on that right side Good, small movements, just keeping your seat nice and low. If you have mirrors around you, then they're great to just make sure that you're in the right position. 4 more this side. 3, 2, and last one. And tap on the left. And again, just make sure that you're not rolling that foot. Good. Just warming up right into the outsides of the thighs. The glutes are fired. 4 more this side. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Now coming all the way up. Step a little bit wider, so just to increase the tension. Again, if you're not using bands, it's okay. You're still going to really feel this. We're going to squat nice and deep and push up to the top. Squat deep and again come up. And squat and lift. Good. Keep your knees tracking in line with your hips. And your hips hinging quite far back. Chest stays lifted up. Good, just 4 here. And for 3, and that tension really starts to build up after a while. 2, and last one. Good, now keep it low. We're going to step to the right and in. Step to the left and in. We maintain the tension there on the band, both of them. Step left, in. Right and in. Without actually ever really releasing the tension. Keep the knees wide. Keep the body low. They're tiny steps. Good. Out to the side, back in, and again side, and back in. Hips stay low. We'll do 4 more. And 3. Out for 2. And last one. Step in, but keep the tension. Bring the hips really low this time, pulsing down. Holding the knees wide, holding the ankles into the band. 8 here. And 7. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. And all the way up. Good. Well done. Okay, so you've got 4 minutes of work left. We're going to go 30 on, 10 off, alternating movements. We're going to work our triceps, we're going to work our glutes. Still with the band on if you have it, if not, it doesn't matter. Starting now. So set the hands behind the body, draw the body up, really fire the glutes. We're going to take tricep dips, holding the hips really high, keeping that tension through the band, so the knees are quite wide. Just levering back from the elbow. Now your elbows need to come back in a parallel line behind the shoulder. As deep a bend as you can get. Keep it going. Pressing all the way up to the top. Ten-second rest. So your rest could be right here, where you could decide you're going to rest properly and bring your hips down. Second cycle, we're going to come back up and hold that position, the elbows stay soft, but this time we're going to bring the hips right down and push up. So this is more working into our bottom muscles, our glutes, but still with that hold in the triceps. The back of the arm is still working hard. Push the hips all the way up. Feet still fairly wide and the knees pressing out into the band. So you maintain that tension. Try and keep your chin away from your chest. Try and relax around the shoulders. And take your rest. Now we're going to come off the arms, rotate through the wrists a little bit, ready to go again. So this time, we push up, we keep the hips high, and then we come back through into the triceps, bending at the elbow. Chin lifted again, off the chest. Keep your gaze upwards, keep the hips held high. Hips want to drop down, don't let that happen. So we keep the glutes fired whilst we're working the triceps. Really got the heart rate back up again. Elbows behind the shoulders, remember. Don't let the hips drop down. And take your rest. Ooh, starting to need those rest periods now. Just rotate through the shoulders, try and keep everything relaxed. Ready to go again. This time, with our glute bridges. So pushing up, lowering back down. The elbows stay soft. Do not lock your elbows out. Really drive up through your hips. Pushing the hip bones up to the seat. So this is our 4th round, only 2 after this. Press, release back. Just touching lightly back to the floor, just very briefly. The elbows soft, push to the top, really drive it up, holding that tension in the band. And relax now. Again, shrug forward, shrug back. Take a chance to relax a little. And right back in. Final time on our triceps. So lifting up, We bring the elbows back behind the line of the shoulder. Dipping the body down, but really trying to keep the glutes fired up. Press them up. Keep the knees wide. Keep taking a normal breath. Just try and breathe as calmly as you can. Nearly there, guys. Stay with me. This is the last set here for our triceps. And relax. Take your 10 seconds. Breathe really deep. Last time. Press up into green bridge. Set the elbows into a soft position. And then drop it down and press. Drop it down and press. Now acknowledge that you have got less than 30 seconds to go. This is where you're going to really give it everything you've got. Keep the knees wide into that band. Really drive the hips all the way up. It helps if you have a mirror to guide your movements. Take it all the way to the top. Keep breathing. Over there. And last one. Take that final rest. And relax. Have some water. We're going to stretch out. So we're going to take a really nice stretch now. Cool the body down. You've earned it. I hope you enjoyed the last 20 minutes. I hope you feel great. We're going to start with a stretch for the upper body. So stretching the triceps. So after all that tricep extension work we just did. So take one hand back behind you. Just place it between the shoulder blades. Keep your chin lifted up. And you're just pressing the top section of the arm into the lower section. Just to bring that stretch right into the back of the arm. Hold it there a few more seconds. And release. And on the other side, same stretch. Keep your chin lifted up and press the lower section of the arm into the upper section. Bring the tricep into full length and just keep deep breathing. Let oxygen coming back into your muscles. And relax. And then a really nice stretch for the lower body, using the slider or just a cushion underneath your knee, is to take a big stride forward with one leg. Bring the other leg back behind you and really lift through the body. Try and tuck the hips under, so you're pushing your hip bones forward, and you bring a lovely stretch into the hip flexor here, which you will appreciate having done all that work with the sliders and all those hill climbers. And then from there, just shift back a little bit, and if you can, reach back for your foot behind you, sway your shoulders back up. And you're just bringing that stretch now into the quadricep, the front of the thigh. Hold it there a few seconds. Release it back, and then we're going to shift back into a nice deep hamstring stretch. Try and flex the foot if you can, even take a hold of the ball of the foot, bring it towards you. So we get the stretch into the calf as well as the hamstring. The main thing here is that the hips are held back and your spine is nice and straight. And relax. We'll jump on the other side. I'll turn around so you can see a little better on this side. So knees on the slider. Stride the other hip forward, the other foot forward. Lean into it just a little bit, but keep your body upright. And then just drive the hips through, squeezing into the gluteals. Just feel that stretch come into the hip flexor right there at the front of the thigh. And then just shift your weight back a little bit, move the foot back if you need to. Easy, reach back to that foot. And then just start pressing the foot away into your hand. Try not to force it too close into your seat. You just feel that stretch come all the way down the front of the thigh now. Release. And then come into your hamstring stretch. And just pull the hips back, both hip sockets, drawing back in parallel. Keep them level. Flex the foot if you can. Maybe grab a hold of the ball of the foot and draw the toes towards you so you get that stretch into your calves. And relax. Come on, keep your head nice and low. And just drop the upper body down. Rest your hands on the floor if you can. And just bring your body as close into your legs as possible. Relax. Feel the vertebra in the spine separate. And the weight of your head and you're all set. Really well done. Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you again soon.